exact words as I post this to Facebook land. Oh, grr. Close. Pause. Check it live. Boom. Paste. Paste. Tag David. Done. Done. Send. Hey, thanks for your patience, okay? We're about to blow some harmonica. So, whoops, I just unplugged my mic. All right. Well, happy Musical Monday, my friends. If you've been around Facebook land, then you know I like to do my Music Mondays with guests as often as possible. This is my good friend, David Burke.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. So, Dave.
Welcome to my home.
Dave has a lovely house, and I'm very grateful to have this good friend out. A little background. How did we meet?
Probably at Jams.
It's
at Hank's, probably.
Yeah, that's my thought is Hank's. I went and saw him at a bowling alley with my wife, when we first started dating. But I think we've known each other for 8 years is a good guess, right?
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah. So we even were roommates at one point in time at the wonderful SPA Harmonica Convention. If you haven't heard of that, SPAH, that's the Society for Preservation and Advancement of Harmonica. If you're watching us on Modern Blues Harmonica, this is Mecca for us harmonica players, and often a life-changing event. You have access to the best teachers in the world. There's like 23 countries, last time I counted, involved, I think a year or two ago. And your experience with SPA was...
I loved it. I had to go home early. I didn't get to stay for the whole thing. I want to say right away that Adam was a very easy roommate because he was never in the room. I hardly saw him. I'd run into him out at some of the seminars. But you just are drenched among some of the greatest harmonica players in the universe. I mean, I'm sitting down to lunch, and there are people that I have their CDs all around the room sitting down at lunch. So absolutely phenomenal.
Yes. Well, we're going to kick it off with a little bit of a...
What's that saying? Yeah.
I'm saying we have crappy reception, but it'll do its thing. So, let's go ahead and kick it off with a little tune. Let's see.
Key of G. This is a little front porch blues, based off a little Sonny Boy Williamson number 2.
I love Sonny Boy. Go ahead.
Well, you talk about your woman. Man, I wish you could see mine. You've been talking about your woman. Man, I wish you could see mine. When she starts walking, she brings eyesight to the blind. Her daddy must have been a millionaire. I can tell by the way she walks. Her daddy must have been a millionaire. I can tell by the way she walks. When that girl starts walking, the deaf and dumb get up and talk. Play a while. said, man, your girlfriend's pretty. The whole state knows she's fine. When that girl starts walking, she bring eyesight to the blind. Here comes the big finish. Here we go.
Nice.
All right.
A little something like that. Hopefully we get some harmonica players in the house. It's a little far away to see. It looks like my wife is here, so we've got two of my one of my number one fans, wife and mom. Those are about the only people that watch this for a while. So okay, pull up your. We got some backing tracks for a few of these, and we're gonna tell you what the backing tracks are, so you can backtrack. See what I did there? And play with these tracks with yourself. So let me grab YouTube if you've got it. And while he's doing that, my name's Adam West. If you didn't already know that, I'm a harmonica teacher here in Dayton, Ohio. Of course, I play live as well in an acoustic duo, and I have some bands that pull me in for stuff as well. David, why don't you just give them a little download for yourself?
My name's David Sherman Burke. I live in Hamilton, Ohio. That's where we're broadcasting from right now. Been playing harmonica since I'm about 12 years old. That's been several years ago. I've got two brothers, one deceased and one living, both excellent guitar players. So I didn't want to swim in those deep waters with them. And so eventually my one older brother shot me a harmonica. She threw it across the room at me, actually. And I grabbed hold of it and haven't let go ever since. So play all kinds of different settings and all kinds of different music. I'm gonna give I wrote down a couple dates for you to think about. This Friday, April 3rd, Bill Littleford, fine guitar player, jazz, and just can play everything, but we're playing a lot of jazz and a little bit of blues as well. We're playing at the Hearth Room on 4th Street, downtown Cincinnati. We play the happy hour down there from time to time, and so we're playing from 5 to 7 this Friday. The hardest thing's parking. Once you get parked, you're gonna have a great time. It's a beautiful room and just lovely, lovely place. So that's this Friday. Sunday, April 12th, I'm very fortunate to play in a band called the Night Owl Blues Band, or sometimes just the Night Owls, out of Dayton, Ohio. And the kind of other vocalist is the fine guitar player, a young man named Reese Murray, a lot of you know. And so Reese and I trade off on vocals, and he kills it on the guitar. And then we got Jim Voudris on the drums and Marty Romey on bass. Marty Romey kind of fronts and runs that group. But that is at the Phone Booth Lounge one Sunday every month. And so on Sunday, April 12th, from 3 to 7, we are the house band for the Southwestern Ohio Blues Hall of Fame. And so we induct someone every month. I'm the MC, never met a microphone I didn't like. So I'm the MC for that program. And so Jimmy D. Rogers and Cincinnati Slim are being inducted. It's going to be a fabulous day. We've had some incredible days on some of these Sundays, and this one's going to maybe top them all. I really fully expect that. 3 to 7 at the Phone Booth Lounge in Kettering. And so the Night Owls open up with a set at 3. Then there's time for a little bit of meet and greet, and then the induction ceremony. And then Jimmy's going to play. Cincinnati Slim's going to join. He's in Paris. He's going to join electronically. So it's going to be some kind of day. But that's every month. So look for that. The Southwestern Ohio Blues Hall of Fame. You'll see a lot of messages come out from bassist Marty Romey. Then I still been playing for many years with a band called Heavy Juice, and it's just pretty much Chicago blues. And so we usually play about once a month. We're going to have a little time off here. We're going to play on July 17th. We play at Wiedemann Brewery. And so watch for the Night Owls, or excuse me, for the Heavy Juice. We just, not too long ago, added saxophone player, Bruce Bate, and added so much to the band. And so I think we get a real good sound. A lot of dancing, and people have a good time at the Wiedemann Fine Brewing on Vine Street in Cincinnati. So look for that. The last thing that is on July 11th. I cannot believe how fortunate I am, but on July 11th at the Cincy Blues Fest, the headliner is Mud Morganfield, Muddy Waters' son, and part of his backup unit is going to be the great Noah Witherspoon, and Noah is kind enough to invite me to play harmonica with that band. So you'll see me over there. I won't be touching the ground. I'll be flying above the ground a little bit, playing harmonica behind the great Mud Morganfield. So I play a lot of jazz. I do a little teaching, especially at 3rd Street Music in Hamilton. So that's me in a nutshell, in a nutcase, as we say.
You're not a nutcase anymore. All right, so this is an Amazing Grace backing track.
Okay.
I've been getting into it because you can play it soft and pretty in first position, or you can play it bluesy in second position. So this is in the key of D, and it has 4 rounds of Amazing Grace. So I figure we can just split them up between you and I. It does 3 in the key of G, or 3 in the key of D, and then 1 in the key of E. So do you want 2 G's, or do you want an E and a D?
I think I'll end up with the, I'll do, we're trading off, you start.
Okay.
And so then when my last one comes around, I'll be switching harps.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Actually, let's flip it around.
Okay, you want me to kick off?
Yeah, you kick it off, and then I will. So am I going to do first? Yeah, I'll do first position. So put that away. All right, so I'm going to do first position, a D harmonica first, and then Dave will jump right in. So this is Amazing Grace.
Right?
Yeah, this is, yep, you're going first, and I'll even show the YouTube land, the backing track.
Will my reflection show?
That's the stinking ad.
Will my reflection... Stop. You're not tone deaf, you're just a little bit tone confused. Let's start with finding your vocal range. Hum the lowest note.
Alright, go ahead, take it away. This is the backing track, YouTube people. is fun to play.
What about Adam, ladies and gentlemen? Come on now.
I'm slowing down harmonica. There's your volume. I just turned it down.
Okay.
Now we were going to hit a little funky track. So why don't you throw that in there? And I think my goal is to match that volume up with the harmonica volume and hope for the best on the back side of it. So maybe I'll crank it up a little bit.
So we're in the key of F this time?
We're in the key of F. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I'll just say a little bit about this especially for the harmonica teachers out there. I do a lot of tracks with the guys that I work with, and they're thinking about so many things that they sometimes lose track of the beat when we're playing with tracks. But I noticed that doesn't happen ever. I mean, we just lock in on this funky sound. So hopefully that comes through, and then hopefully that Adam and I stay on the beat. But I think we will. But and so I just found that as a good teaching tool, that these guys can really relax. They got so much to think about, and the funky track that we're going to play just locks them in really, really nicely. And so I've been trying to incorporate a lot more funky sounds into my playing, those kinds of structures into the gigs that I do. And so it was a natural fit.
Mhm.
So we're just going to goof around on this for a while and see how that goes.
this is a B flat harmonica in cross harp second position. And then your volume's not up. It's got some technical difficulties over here. If you like Music Monday, tune back in. I like to have live musicians, and I would love to have more harmonica players on, because I'm a big fat nerd and I love it. We do have a little harmonica club in Dayton. It's growing, and are working on a workshop that will be in November. Go ahead and keep going. Down. All right.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, hit it, brother. funky track, man. Come on.
Can't go wrong with a good funky
I'm
track.
gonna have to get a copy of that. That was
I'll
just saved
send it
on
to
your
you.
phone, right?
I'll send it to
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
man. So, what would you say helps people improve their tone, grow their tone, right? Because we're always hunting to find our own tone. Talk on that a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm still learning. I mean, I feel like I hear guys out playing and I think they sound so fabulous. And I just want to go back to the drawing board every time. But what I do know, the things that have helped me over the years, one is a lot of breathing from down in your diaphragm, because you've got that big barrel inside you where that sound can vibrate. And when I first started playing, I never had a teacher. I just figured it out myself. And I played a lot up in my neck, my head and everything, and a lot of squeaking, a lot of things going on. So when I learned from some diaphragmatic breathing, and I really get too excited and forget to lock into it, but when I do, I can, and we'll do some slow stuff here in a little while and try to really accentuate that and get that, just that real rich, there's different resonances in different parts. And so I think really working on just like drawing in on the harmonica with some real deep breathing that goes down, your stomach comes out, your chest doesn't really move. I'd say that's probably the number one. Number two, one of the things that I see with a lot of beginners is you got to push the harp a lot deeper in your mouth than a lot of people think. I don't know if you can see this, but a lot of people will play and you can see the whole harmonica here. And when you see these cats that really have that deep tone, they almost swallow the
Truth. Very true.
It's pretty deep into their mouth.
Yeah.
So I think those things are big. I mean, we're in a room right now with hardwood floors. And so finding the room, you want to get your acoustic tone before you start worrying about playing through a microphone or anything like that.
Yeah.
If you don't have good acoustic tone, you'll never translate. I don't think you'll ever translate, no matter how much equipment you buy or what you work with. Yeah. So I really feel like it's important to get the best room in your house. We've got some tile and some wood floor here.
Or a good hallway.
A good hallway.
Stairwell. A garage, like a parking garage. Ooh, I'll tell you what. My wife has gotten very used to me whipping it out in public.
Well.
Harmonica, nothing weird, man. Come on. But yeah, that's really good advice.
And just a bathroom. I mean, you know, the old, the great Cincinnati story called Lentil, about a boy that saves his town by playing the harmonica, and he learned to play by sitting in one of those big clawfoot bathtubs. And there's a picture of him doing that, which I think is good teaching. It's a good thing to keep in mind. So, and then you get to hear all that coming back at you, and so you get to hear that good tone. I'll say one more thing, because we just talked about this online not too long ago. The other thing is just to practice long notes, just long, and just enjoy that sound. So if you just pick up the harp and you just and I can hear it, I'm that close to it that I can hear it, and I can play around with that sound, and you can change the sound with the embouchure in your mouth and your lips and everything, tongue. And so you can try different things to try to get in, just get those long notes, and just it helps you with your breathing, and I think it really helps you with your tone. And then just listen to these great players. I mean, just listen. When you hear a fabulous player, you're just like, I'm chasing that from now on. So, you always want to throw that in. My favorite, as I think I said when we had this conversation online, my favorite is Walter Horton, and he's got a piece from way back in the day down in Memphis called "Easy" is the name of the song, EASY, and it's him and a guitar player named Jimmy DeBerry, and just the tone that he gets just playing through a mic sitting in front of him is incredible. And so they call him Big Walter Horton or Shaky Walter Horton. That's my favorite. But a lot of the guys now, it's hard to tell because they've got so much enhancement and they do such a great job. They sound like some kind of a great big airplane taking off when they play, and they've got great tone when they're just sitting on the front porch.
That's Nick Clark to me. Yeah. He's got this big fat tone, and he's just right there, just chilling. I feel like it's. I think one time he said it's because he's got a big head, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
the tone is more important than the notes. I'll just tell you. You know, I tell my guys, you can start a solo and you can play one note for 4 bars, 8 bars, and if it's got good tone, people will stand up and take notice. You can play a million notes, but if there's no tone to it, if there's no connection to who you are and what you're all about, your actual body, I think it doesn't get over as well. So I really like to talk about tone, even though, like I say, I'm still chasing it myself.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good points you touched on that really come up when I like to talk about it. There is like top 3 items. Put the dang thing in your mouth as far as you can. My harmonica is, if I take a pencil and measure where the end of my lip is, it's a bit over halfway onto that harmonica. And I mean, I got that thing all the way in there. And then with these low ones, you know, if I could put that big whole thing in there. And then I put it just not. Deeper you get in there, better, sexier it is, man. That's and you were talking about getting into your body, relaxing, right? Boy, because all that tight tone coming from your neck, right? You were talking about is from the being kind of pent up and tense, and like I can imagine you being like having trouble relaxing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like I can't tell you how long. Some people get it, they're like, and then some of my students it takes months.
Yeah.
To really let loose and feel into that harmonica. That natural breath, relaxation, putting it in there. And that holding notes, that's really good. That ties into one of the things we were going to play. So I think I'm going to jump ahead on our little set list. We got 3 more things for you, right? We got another song, another jam track, and we're going to talk about cello drones. And I find this fascinating, and it's kind of my recent obsession. So what is a cello drone? It is a person with a bow on a cello playing the note forever and ever and ever. And you can find these on YouTube. It has, of course, relations to like symphony orchestras and that kind of stuff. The violin does one that the whole orchestra tunes to, right? But in Celtic music and Irish folk music, they have pitch pipes that hold a drone for a long, long time. And then the fiddle plays its reels over top of that. So it plays as a rhythm unit. And for us, in our practicing, we can use it for breath work and kind of examining what's going on the inside of our embouchure. We can play with that harp in deeper, jaw dropping, and how much does that affect our tone? You know, making that cavity bigger, smaller, saying the words. So what I'm going to pull up is, and this is in the description of the video, as well the other jam tracks will also be in the description. We're going to pull up a drone track, and we're going to do it in the key of G, because most people have a C harmonica. Now, in the key of G, you can play and cross harp on second position. You can work on your chords on the bottom half. And then in first position, you can play the whole dang harmonica, play the major scale. Now, here's the deal. You can play anything you want because there's not a metronome telling you or what to do. You can play anything. So we're just going to freestyle it. Dave hasn't done this before. So we're going to, I told him I'm just going to throw him in the water. And that's the fun part is like, so you'll see, you'll get it. I'll start it off so you can kind of get some thoughts on it. This is a 5-minute track, so we'll try to keep it there. Did I send it to you already? I think we screwed up. I think I screwed up. But anyway. I think it's in just if you go to YouTube, but I might have looked it up so that it would show up. If you're just starting out on the harmonica and you're kind of trying to find a way to learn.
Oh, this is the D minor one I've got.
Oh yeah, no. We go to YouTube and type in cello drone, CELLODRONE in G. Brain's not working today. But yeah, there's a lot of great free resources. If you're on this Modern Blues Harmonica page, then you kind of are familiar maybe with the YouTube environment. But if you're not, here are a handful of teachers. Before I give you a handful of teachers, let me tell you that everybody receives information differently, and listening to multiple teachers will help you find the one that resonates and sits well with you. Got it?
Got it, I think.
All right, cello drone in G.
Plus
an
an
F.
that I made when I get a top.
What I got here, So, standard C. I got a G harmonica. That's a low C if you don't know what's going on.
bathroom makeovers can be overwhelming.
Sweet, right?
But Thumbtack makes
Super cool.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Like I said, that's the first time I ever did that. I don't think I've done anything like that. But it pushes you further along than you think. Like you would think was just one note, what's happening. But there's a sort of drive that it puts on you that moves you along. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's almost like it pulls you, like you're kind of running after the mail truck in a way.
yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, I love it. Freaking A. Well, I'll bust out the guitar real quick. We're gonna play a tune. You're gonna need an A harmonica in the key of E. And if you don't know this song, then you're maybe just not in America, and that's okay. But very popular tune, and actually an artist I believe is world famous at this point. So. Once again, I'm in Dayton, Ohio. Cincinnati, Dayton area is where we're at. So if you want to come hang out, just give us a message. You know, us harmonica players, we got to stick together. So, you know, I can't tell you how many random harmonica players I've texted on Messenger because I was in their area and now we're friends. You know?
Mine is David Sherman Burke. That you can find me. There's a picture of me playing harmonica when you look it up.
Yeah, Adam W. West. That's not what we're playing, sorry. Alright. I'm gonna jump a little closer just in case my harmonica isn't loud enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna play acoustic as well.
That's a good idea. Well, hey! Long time no see. This is much better than how far away we were. We should have just squeezed in. Let's say hi to some people. What's up, Steve Moore? Another harmonica player in the house. Paul Bella is here. That's cool. I believe he plays harmonica too. Woo! One day I'm gonna be as good as Joe Waters. You know, I'm trying. Joe Waters, look that guy up. That dude can kill it.
That's a fact. Go and get a lesson from Joe.
Yeah, he just started
Every time I
teaching.
go.
Yeah.
I know. I just mean when you go out here and play, you'll get a lesson. Believe me.
All right, so I think I remember most of the words for this. Fun fact: did you know this? Johnny Cash had a farm and he had ostriches. And one time there was a storm and he wanted to corral them in, and he got most of them and he was looking for the other one. He turns around, it's behind him, and it claws him and attacks him real bad, puts him in the hospital. He gets addicted to opioids, has to go to a pretty big name recovery place, and had a really good friend there who got him through that. We're still friends to this day. Well, they were until Ozzy Osbourne passed away.
Ah,
So kind of fun.
interesting.
So. All aboard, mother. Beep, 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 beep. Get your tickets. 50 cents, baby. I hear the train a-coming, a-rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging. Well, that train keeps on rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a young man, I played the silver ball. So down to Brighton, I must have played them all. Well, I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. But that deaf dumb man like him sure plays a mean pinball, tell brother. Mama told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Cincy just to watch him die. While I hear that train coming, I hang my head and cry. All right. Well, that was fun. Now, we didn't really practice that, so how fun is that? And that's the beauty of the harmonica, is that it's pretty accessible, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, I think we got, what, 2 more in us?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, we got 1 more. So we're going to do a funky thing, right? That's what we got going on. Did we skip the funky thing?
No, we're going to the slow blues.
We're going to the slow blues. That's right.
Yeah, get a little chromatic going.
Off. Place my lovely guitar over here.
Chromatic. Switching over to the chromatic harmonica, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who's out there listening. A lot of people ask a lot about this. What's that big harmonica you play sometimes? And so this is the big one. And it's a lovely thing that they've come down in price. This is it's not the one that I would choose if I had endless funds, but at the same time, I don't have endless funds, and I can get one of these for about $80. And you're supposed to be able, this is the kind that Stevie Wonder plays. This is the kind, and you never see Stevie Wonder walking around with 20 harps. He takes one and plays it in any key there is. So this harmonica has all the same notes that would be on a violin or a piano. And if you do it right, nobody carries 10 pianos with them. But if I'll just go ahead and tell you, I don't play all the things. I use one harp for 2 or 3 keys, and so I have several of these. So it's nice that the prices come down. This one is a Forerunner 2.0.
East-top Forerunner.
East-top Forerunner 2.0. It's a decent harp. And what happens is, ladies and gentlemen, you won't be able to see it unless you're up close, but there are 2 harmonicas inside here. There's a harmonica tuned to the key of C and a harmonica tuned to the key of C sharp or D flat, a half step up. So when I push in this trigger right here on the side, I'm going to a higher harmonica. Here, I'll show you. And so that gives you the black notes off the piano and the white notes off the piano. If you don't have that, you got mostly white notes. So a lot of people ask about that. You may already know all about that. And so it's a much different instrument to learn to play, and I've never fully learned it, but there's certain things that I can do. Little Walter played one and did basically the same style with it each time he played it, and he was a monster at it. No one ever said, "Wow, you're limited, you're struggling," because he played in what's called third position. So that's what we're going to do right now. A little bit of third position, jazzy blues.
Backing track in D minor, and that's why we're playing third position. We're playing a C harmonica. If you had this backing track in D minor and wanted to play in third position on a diatonic, you'd still use a C harmonica. So
Yeah, we might switch out a little bit.
yeah,
Maybe
I
switch
got
out.
one in
Oh,
the
you got one
barrel
just
just
there.
in case because I don't have
Okay.
my vocabulary is not as advanced as yours.
So I have, I've not heard this track very much, so we'll see what happens here.
Is what I had locked away. All right, and then
We'll start to go over, so I can get the feel of it. After the commercial
Thinking
for
ads.
somebody. And it didn't start over.
he just jumped right in. Go ahead, jump in there. Look up the Dorian scale on Jason frickin' Ricci. That video changed my third position forever. That sounds like. Woo, whoops, missed that. Upside down. That's a sweet track.
That's a nice track.
That's a good
We'll
track.
send you guys those tracks.
Yeah, that's
Those are
all.
some
I'll
nice
put
ones.
that in the description. So anyway, it's been a absolutely marvelous Music Monday, and we might just have to do this again, Dave.
I think we should do it again. I think we got a little more to cover. I'm
Yeah.
not positive about that, but I think we do.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm definitely gonna be using that jam track for my people. I'm gonna be playing it myself. Did you buy that track from somebody?
I just got them all. Everything that I had has come straight off the YouTube.
Okay, cool,
So-
cool. Yeah, I saw you had it in like your files, so I didn't know how you did that. Do you have a way to download YouTube files?
No. No, that one came off of an email or a text message, I should say, when I sent it to somebody. I just pulled
Oh,
back
got
off
it.
the text message.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, happy Musical Monday, and like I like to say, keep playing that dang harmonica. So. Dee, 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 dee. Dee, 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 dee.